And welcome back to What If Goku Never Hit His Head, Part 4. Anywho, yeah, sorry, I'm in a good mood. I got a new keyboard, makes me very happy. I can just type. But yeah, so last time in Dragon Ball Z What If, Goku basically challenged Raditz straight out to a fight to try and, convince him that, look, we can do better. Dad didn't want, this is not what Dad would have wanted for us, all that stuff. And Goku barely managed to win, which at least convinced Raditz to at least give us a try. And if nothing else, maybe they can try to convince Vegeta and Nappa. And if not, well, hopefully we can at least, beat them so they're not going to, try anything. Well, they went off to train with King Kai, per Kami's suggestion. The others trained as well. Their others are unfortunately roughly around where they're going to be. A little stronger, but not by much. Piccolo is definitely on the stronger side. I believe I put him total about 7,000. If I'm not mistaken, that's where I have him, because he is also a degree stronger than he was in the original as well. Plus, he trained on his own. And Goku and Raditz are 27 and 25,000 respectively, with Goku being able to use a times... Oh, God, where did I have it at? Think words here, Brent. I believe... That's right. I think I said Goku, if we had to, could push it all the way to times 6. And Radz, being the older brother and therefore having a slightly more developed body, because he is older, could push it a bit higher, but not by much. And that's their limitation. They both feel like triples, like their safe point. But anyway, they're back on Earth. And they're back on Earth a day or two early. So they're kind of just enjoying the peace for what it is. Raditz is not used to peace. This is something that's very odd for him. So for him to be able to kind of actually enjoy life without fighting, enjoy it with his family, extended or blood-related wise, is weird, but good. He's finding this a nice retreat, a nice little whereabout. So at the night before the Saiyans are going to arrive, they're having a nice family dinner. Chi-Chi made a big banquet. Rad's like, what? Mate is this fantastic cook, Kakarot. What? I know, Chi-Chi's the best. And she's like, oh, you boys. It's like, Mom's awesome. And now Gohan, keep in mind, Gohan was able to train a little bit with Goku and Raditz. But like I said, he's probably not that strong at the moment because they had to go off and train with King Kai. But Raditz did convince Chi-Chi to let him train in the off times. So they spent a little time just brushing up, seeing if Gohan has been able to learn anything else. His fighting form has changed a little bit, certainly. And his power's grown a little bit, but he's probably not beyond, say, the initial 1,000. He is still around his canon level. And if I said anything prior to that in the initial one, well, we're going to retcon it for this. Because it really doesn't make a lot of sense that he would be very strong right now. But Radz and Goku and gang or in the group are just enjoying their peace at the moment. So, it's like, well, is it going to get scary tomorrow, Uncle Raditz? You and Dad going to be okay? And Chi-Chi kind of looks at him. And Radz and Goku are just kind of, they have looks on their face like, don't worry. Well, we've been through enough training, son, that I don't think Raditz or Nappa are going to be able to take us on. We shouldn't underestimate them, Kakarot. But your father's right. Father's right, Gohan. We've been training and preparing for this. They're not going to know what to hit them. Plus, they're as arrogant, as cocky as I might have been. You're not going to believe how arrogant those two are. They're not going to even be able to understand, comprehend how strong we are. So tell us another story, Uncle Raditz, about Grandpa. And even Goku's like, tell us another story about Dad. What was Dad like? I barely remember him. It's like, oh, another story about Father. Oh, I've got a good couple of them. Oh, let me tell you about the time on planet Cereal that he fought this fellow named Gas. I'm not actually going to do the Dragon Ball Super manga stories because the anime and the manga are very different. They generally follow the same stories, but what actually happens there is drastically different. And I don't go into the Galactic Patrol arc because even though we haven't gotten there in the anime yet, the events that led to that are so different than what we got in the anime that it doesn't make sense because the anime interpretation of the events may be very different as well. So I can't. I mean, the overall end game is still the same. Like the overall end plot is still the same for those story arcs, but how you get there, how it goes, they're very different. So anyway, like, just look at the Goku Black arc, and you'll know exactly what I mean. So, but throwing a little thing in there now and then is fine. And I'm kind of enjoying a little bit of the, I'm following, because I do follow Dragon Ball Super's manga. I just don't really read it for context. I like watch the YouTube videos and all that. I do read My Hero like Academia weekly, but that's different. I digress. So anyway, then he tells the story, and eventually, they go out, and Raditz is kind of just looking up at the sky, and it's kind of just staring up at the sky, just like preparing, but also just kind of reminiscing. Kakarot, comes out. Goku comes out. He's like, Kakarot, I thought you'd be asleep. Would you? Asleep. Chi-Chi sleeping. You have a good woman there, Kakarot. You married well. You wedded well. So, yep, I'm a lucky guy indeed. Real talk. You really think we can beat them? It's hard to tell just how strong we've become. But between everything we learned from King Kai and what I know about them, I think we'll be prepared for them, provided they don't try to pull a weird cheap tricks. Vegeta particularly will still have his 8 form to rely on. What about Nappa? Nappa will have it too, but he's not the one I'm worried about. It's like, well, we'll have to give it our all. They kind of just give our brother a fist bump, and there you go. So the day comes, and they're all prepared. Piccolo even shows up, and Piccolo's had enough time to kind of just train, and Piccolo's growth came from Gohan. But a lot of that came from Gohan. Piccolo, though, has been spending a lot of time, not doing anything evil, just training in stronger. So, and that can help curb your mentality quite a bit. And I think this would be no different. So, that said, he's not like, oh, don't worry, guys, let's go get some sushi or something like that. I'll get the water because I'm a Namekian and we mostly just drink water. Apparently Namekians do survive on more than just water, but they survive on mostly water. So there's that. Because they do farm. So there you go. But it's, yeah, Goku, we got this. We got your back. You two Raditz, whatever. And so they're prepared. And basically they kind of flex their energy a little bit to kind of show Raditz and Nappa where they are. And they have to rapid pick up on that. And so they actually land their ships directly in the wasteland. I was like, so you came to Crisis after all, Raditz. And you, Kakarot. I must admit, to meet your low-caste brother is quite interesting, Raditz. Raditz, yeah. It's almost like you guys think it, and the fact you mess here with all these Earthlings, it's almost like you guys think you have a shot. And so they get a gauge of all their power levels. And, those readings are useless. They can hide their power levels. And so Goku basically says, all right, which one of you guys want the big guy? So, which one of these guys is Nappa? He's like, I'll give you take a guess. And he just looks like, yeah, that guy seems like a Nappa. It's like, good guess. I see you've gotten cocky. I see you've gotten cocky with your time here on Earth, Raditz. We've been doing some training, have we? He's like, perhaps I have, Vegeta. But if we can avoid it, we'd prefer not to actually fight. And Vegeta's like, oh yeah, really? You prefer not to fight? Of course you prefer not to fight. We're going to crush you. But that's neither here nor there. We remember, we're not blind. We're not Trandoshan elephants or whatever. We still remember. I was trying to make an elephant doesn't forget joke, whatever. We remember what you said prior about working together to actually take revenge for our planet. What Frieza did to it. And Vegeta gets serious for a moment. It's like, you really have the gall to think you could actually stand up to him. I'm the strongest of us, and I can't even come close to his power. Even with an 8 transformation, I'd still be dwarfed by what he can do. You honestly have the gall to think you can beat us, let alone beat him. It's like, Raditz just looks on. And just, I thought the same as you, Vegeta. But I met my brother, and what he's been able to accomplish here on this planet, just moving a pillow on my bed, what he's been able to accomplish here on this planet, what he's shown me, it reminds me a lot of my father. He was the only other Saiyan who ever stood up to Frieza. He may have lost his life doing it, but he still stood up for what he believed in, for what he cared about, his family and his home. And yet here we are, just lapdogs. We're lapdogs, like, And Vegeta's like, be careful what you say, Raditz. Should I say it louder or softer then? Lap dog, Vegeta. Nappa, why don't you can have Kakarot and this group of friends. I think Raditz needs a little reminder of who's in charge here. And he just powers up to his full 18,000, which would be impressive at the time if they didn't go through some severe training. And Raditz actually takes a form that, stance that Vegeta is not used to. He's adopted a little bit of Goku's stance, although he's never going to truly be Goku's stance. Goku has spent decades in that style of martial arts. But he still takes a bit of a stance. He's like, fine, let's see what you got, Raditz. And then Raditz immediately just does like a Ichigo and Aizen, he just kind of just launches him away, and then he just flies off and starts wailing into Vegeta. If Goku at a power level of 20, I believe it's 24,000, 8,000 times 3, because that should be where it is, at 24,000, can wail on Vegeta as badly as he did, Raditz with a base of 25 can do it just as easily, if not a bit more effectively. And Vegeta is kind of just thrown completely off. Like, what? How? And then, you bastard! Just starts firing orange blasts at him. Raditz just... Admittedly, at that level, Raditz might have to put a little bit more effort into blocking or dodging or just, blasting him away. But, he's able to just blast him away and then continue on beating on Vegeta. Meanwhile, Nappa's like, all right, should I take on Kakarot or should I take on you, the Namekian, or maybe maybe the bald humanoids? And all of them are just like, but you know what? I think I'll get don't worry, I already know who I'm taking. You and me, Kakarot, head to head. But don't worry, boys. All of a sudden, just plants the Cybermen. I'll have these guys keep you company. Cybermen's take him out, and then the Cybermen come, and they all pretty much just waste the Cybermen. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about this. Like, particularly Piccolo, who is about 7,000 and can pretty much take on even Nappa pretty handily on his own without too much difficulty. Like, they're just wasting him, and I actually think Yamcha gets to survive this scenario. Granted, the Cyberman tries to self-destruct on him, but they're able to get him off, and they get caught in the explosion, a little ruffled, but everything's okay. Piccolo's like, you really want to go? It's like, well, aren't you the peppy one? But no, I'll take care of you after I'm done with your friend here. Well, come on, Kakarot, let's see what you got. And Goku's like, it's like, fine, though, I mean, maybe you'd probably get a better match with Piccolo. What? Oh, is he the stronger of you? No, not really. It's like, what? Because Piccolo actually hasn't really been focusing, because Goku's been keeping his power suppressed. He actually doesn't know how strong Goku's got. He's probably keeping it, roughly speaking, at about the 5,000 range at the moment. And Piccolo is stronger than that. Granted, he knows Goku's holding back, and Goku's probably stronger than him, but he just doesn't know by how much. So I was like, oh, wait, you're saying you're stronger than him? Wait, are you saying you think you're stronger than me? That's hilarious. Let me show you just what you're dealing with, Kakarot. He's watching Goku just... Because right now, Nappa isn't even powered up. Powered up, Nappa was able to at least fight close to even with Goku in his, at 8,000. That's why I believe it's implied, and my theory is that his full power is actually around 7.5 thousand. Goku edged him out, but because he was that much stronger, it's the why he had to put the Kaioken into effect to catch up to him. So Goku is like, Goku here is like, well, let's see, 27. Goku is about almost 7 times stronger than this, which is it's like, nope. It's like, well, you stand still. Okay. Sure. It's like, it's like, how's that? Goku, because Goku is harsher here. Like, Goku, will spare someone, but he's not just opposed to just wasting someone if they're a true threat. But he's also trying to, going with Rad's idea, they're also trying to kind of recruit these guys if possible. So first things first, he kind of flips Nappa around, just yanks that tail. He's like, you bastard! You! I'm gonna kill you! And he powers up to his full power. Goku can sense that he's a bit stronger, and even Piccolo's like, ugh, damn it, this guy's that much stronger. Goku, you better not lose this. Take this, Kakarot! Just fires off the, I don't think it was the eraser cannon. I don't know what it was. It was an energy blast from his mouth. Boom! And then Goku just, poof! And then go. I love Bleach, so I reference this. The scene in Bleach, particularly it's great in the anime, where Naruto is fighting Kenpachi, fires the Zero, and Kenpachi's just like, nope, just slowly starts walking, and that's kind of what's happening here. He just sees Goku start walking, just like, and it's just like this imposing figure of Goku. He can see you can almost see like the Uzaru behind him, the energy, like, and Goku's now fully powered up to 27,000. Like now he's like, bastard! Basically what he did with Raccoon, just gut check him. By the way, yeah, that when you look at where Goku hit him too, there's no wonder that he knocked him out cold. Hit him right in the diaphragm. Just if you ever get a shot to the diaphragm, that is not pleasant. Just the wind knocked out of him, everything. And Goku's just looking on. It's like, well, Raditz seems to be handling it pretty well. Raditz, meanwhile, has just been taking his sweet revenge out on Vegeta this whole time. Like, you bastard! How did you get this strong? Training, Vegeta. Training you could be a part of. We don't have to be enemies. We can be what we were supposed to be. The Saiyans. We can bring us back to glory. Hell, I'll even let you still call you're still the prince after all. You can still rule us. It doesn't matter, Vegeta. Don't you get it? If we work together, we train, we grow stronger. We can take Frieza together. It's like, yeah, you really think? And remember, this is Saiyan Saga Vegeta, so that ego is huge. You really think that I would work with a peon like you? Take orders? Do you think I take orders from the likes of you? Like, you're missing the point, Vegeta. And he finally puts down. I don't want to kill you if I don't have to. We really could use you and Nappa's help here. Don't be a fool like I was. You're comparing me to you now. And he creates the artificial moon in his hand. But Raditz quickly corrects, says like, you, and points, wiggles his tail, like, you transform, I transform, Vegeta. If I can beat you now, you don't think I can't beat you as an ape? And Vegeta actually is like, you bastard. That's it! Screw it! And then he just flies up and is like, everyone's dying! Again, he's powering up. We know because of Daisenshu, that powers up his power level. Like, he was like at like 30,000. So he's now surpassing Raditz in terms of strength. Vegeta, you fool idiot! Oh, this isn't good. He's gonna blow up the planet, Goku! Is it? No, Raditz has got it. What? Are you... Seriously? And, Raditz actually... it's like, time to show you what I learned from Kakarot. Kamehame. And, they clash, and they struggle for a little bit. It's like, Kaioken! And, he activates his Kaioken, which pushes him well past Vegeta's power level between the Kamehameha and the Kaioken. Like, pushes him well past it, and, he goes flying up. And so, what Vegeta's like, if I could just turn into my Uzaru form, I would be able to kill him. But I can't and then he just thinks about it. And this is something I'm not sure it is possible, but for the sake of a fun little bit of a story, we're going to do it. Where he says, who says I have to throw the moon? All I need is the technically, I guess they're flux waves? Even though the flux waves are from the planet, Earth, reflected, whatever. Let's just say it's flux waves. And he just, he creates the moon in his hand, but he doesn't actually throw it. He just looks at it, focuses, and concentrates on it until finally, and he feels like, It's like, what is taking him so... And they all sense it's like, wait, how did he... Where's the moon? Looks like I found a little loophole, right? It seems I don't need... Seems I don't need to throw the artificial moon to be able to use it. But they'll think I can't do that either. And all of a sudden, Vegeta's like, crying, like, all that you. And now it's like, crap. And finally, he's just like, crap. This is not good. No, I've got you, you little. All of a sudden, he gets sidekicked by Goku. Just, and Goku's already got a ×3 Kaioken up, which puts them well at 78,000. I did get that right. No, 71. No, 78? 77. What am I talking about? No. It's, 25 times 3 is 75. So I just add another 3 on there. Oh, no. Wow. That was my bad. No, that's my bad. Goku's actually is at 81. My bad. He's at 81. My bad. I'm usually better at math than that. So his power level right now, just at like his minimum safe form of Kaioken is 81, which isn't enough to beat Vegeta outright, but certainly able to close the gap a little bit. Raditz then comes up, goes into triple Kaioken as well, 75,000 versus 81,000. It's like, you think you can beat me? You gotta remove his tail. I'm right on it, and they're able to zip around pretty quick. So it doesn't take long for one of them to get in his blind spot while the air is distracting him and just take his tail. It's like, damn it. No, Vegeta. We're in trouble. Damn it. And then finally it's Raditz who finally just, last chance, Vegeta. We don't want to kill you. And then Goku's holding up his hand too to Nappa. Remember, this Goku doesn't want to kill someone. But he's a lot less strict on that rule than our canon. It's like, I want him to live so I can have a rival. No, he's got a good rival in his brother already. And in Piccolo still, even though Piccolo still is, there's a big gap between him and Piccolo. So, yeah, it's like he's threatening him too. It's like, if you can't join us, we're not going to let you just get out of here, You're still a threat to the planet. So, Goku's holding his hand over Nappa. It's like, what's it going to be, Vegeta? Vegeta's like, let me go. Let us go. Let us go right now. And we swear on my pride, we'll leave the planet in peace. In peace. And he spits out that word like it's bad tasting fruit. Vegeta, there'll be other times, Nappa. Let us recover and think it over elsewhere for now. And Rad just throws Vegeta, lets Vegeta go, doesn't throw him down. And Rad, if you come back here, you only come back here if you're in agreement with us. Otherwise, stay away from this planet, Vegeta. Nappa, let's get out of here. And then so they fly off and get out of there. So Goku and Raditz pretty much saved the day almost single-handedly. Although Piccolo definitely could have probably taken on Nappa if push came to shove. And so the day is saved, but for how long? What is Vegeta and Nappa's ultimate plan here? Now they've been detailed. Now they've lost their tails. Will they be going to Frieza to maybe just try to kill Goku and Raditz? Or did the amount of strength that they showed kind of altered the perspective? I was like, as they're flying away, I was like, how do they get out of someone like Raditz get that strong, Vegeta? And Kakarot, aren't they both supposed to just be low class? How do they do that? I don't know, Nappa, but rest assured, we'll find out. And he says, we'll find out. But that's not what's pissing me off. What do you mean? What are you talking about, Vegeta? They kicked her ass. I know. What pisses me off is they might actually be right. We might actually be able to take down Frieza after all. And so they go off into space for a time. Will we see them again? Well, of course we'll see them again. because the Dragon Balls have never really been brought up in this, so they're not coming for the Dragon Balls. They know nothing about the Dragon Balls on Namek. So ultimately, yeah, that's where we're leaving part 4. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, we'll review something. If you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know to review at some point. I've got a movie to see, but it's not in theaters, sadly. It's Turning Red, the new Pixar film, so I'm going to be watching that later. Till then, thanks for watching. See you next time.